Assalamu alaikum. I'm Tariq Huda, and I'm having two charges nowadays, much to some people's surprise, I guess. I'm the Secretary Maritime, and I'm also the Chairman KPT. I'm very grateful to the Pakistan Navy for giving me an opportunity to give my presentation. I heard the Honorable Planning Minister about what is the potential of our blue economy and what we have perhaps not done so far, and as always, why couldn't we? But I'll just, for the sake of audience, and I guess there's some policy makers here, I wish the planning minister would also have been here. But anyways, so we could have talked about more of policy. So what is blue economy? I guess since morning you must have known of it ad nauseum. But it's the sustainable and integrated development of economic centers in healthy oceans. So there are three key words here. It's sustainable, it's integrated, and healthy oceans. It's different from what you have in the ocean economy. It's different because it's more holistic. It integrates. It talks about more sustainability, so that the country can reap the benefits of it. So there are these 12 sectors you may have seen and known, and I'll dwell with it as I progress. So this is the global status of the blue economy, and if you could see, it's a massive asset lying before the whole world, the 7 billion population, and you could see the 2.5 trillion is the goods and services derived from marine resources, and $24 trillion of marine assets. And 90% of the trade of the world is through sea. So the shipping is doing the biggest chunk of our trade. 40% of humanity is dependent on daily diet comes from the marine sources. As far as the economy is concerned, oceans are the 7th biggest economy, and the oceans can provide 5 times the energy demands of the world. So that kind of encapsulates what the bigger deal is for the world, and if it harnesses this potential, a lot of good can come out from the oceans. Now look at us. We have 200 nautical miles of EEZ. But if you see the GDP contribution, it is $1.5 billion. And if our economy, now the State Bank is going to kind of rebase it and maybe bring the contraction of the economy now. But if we take it at $300 billion of our GDP, you could see it's just a minuscule $1.5 billion. So that's not contribution enough. If you see China, it's around 10% of their GDP, and the US is 4%. Even in the region, we are the lowest. So I guess blue economy has not taken the fancy of the policymakers, of people who are sitting in this room and in Islamabad and even in the provincial capitals, because a lot to do with those two provinces or states which we have, the Sindh and the Balochistan, who have a larger stake as far as the sustainability and the sharing of resources is concerned. Blue economy has a potential of mitigating our trade deficit. And this is, I guess, the biggest problem nowadays, what we face here. We have a $48 billion deficit, and if going by what the planning minister says, we have a potential of raising $100 billion. So in the near short term or in the medium term, if we are able to harness 50% of that even, I think our problem could be largely resolved, what we see today. Well, we have more than 10% people living along the coast, so that's a sizable population. Around 25 million people live along the coast, Karachi being the biggest one. We have the 6th largest mangrove forest in the world. So, and the potential for us to harness the tidal energy is 1100 megawatts. So, just a bit of the challenge before the Maritime Ministry is to kind of navigate. It's a difficult situation in that sense that it's we are a federation, so quite a few powers are devolved to the provinces. Some are in the federation. So to harness and to get the potential out of the blue economy, it's my job, it's my ministry's job to navigate, try, partner with the provincial ministries, because the governments, because that's a key factor here. And I think in my tenure, if I am able to serve this country at that position, that will be one of my key overture and my endeavor. So MoMA is championing it, yes, but I won't go that far that we've been able to do much. But this is what we have done last year. But again, it's mostly as a legacy. We concentrate on just shipping sector. So this is just about what we have achieved during the last 3-4 years, and we expect to do more in shipping. We are trying to get more transits through Pakistan territory into the Central Asian states. We have had the Kazakhs and the Uzbeks and the Tajiks coming in. We expect some more shipping for transit. Transshipment, as the minister has said, transshipment of Gwadar has a potential, and we are looking very keenly how to come back into the transshipment business, because we have perhaps already missed the bus. But nevertheless, we have this SAPTL, which was designed to be a transshipment port, and Gwadar again. So basically, I think the shipping sector should do well. We were trying to align more to bring more dollars and to Pakistan's economy. Then the capture fisheries, I guess it's the most challenging, because our problem is between the provinces and the federation. We are more keen on exports of fishes, but there are huge issues in the governance of capture fisheries. We will be in some time going to the Sindh government and even our Balochistan government to make things easier for us to not just export more, but to make it more eco-friendly and environmental friendly. The blue economy opportunities for Pakistan, as I've already mentioned, there are quite a few, and if you see, these are a lot of good potential here. If you see, like I've told you, it's about shipping, it's about aquaculture, it's about tourism. Tourism we have not done well again, and we need to have the partnerships with our counterparts in the Sindh government and the Balochistan government. But now that Rahat is sitting here, Rahat, thank you very much for doing this great study on blue economy. The draft study has already been done. We are very keenly awaiting for the final version, and I guess that will kind of encapsulate the entire challenge, the governance model, and just even on that, we have taken a few steps forward. So thank you very much, the World Bank and Rahat, for doing that for us. So we also have some hinterland opportunities coming our way, and if you could see, we are already over. I would say invested in our container terminals. We have a capacity of handling 5 million. We are doing around 3 million now. So we still have a 2 million container handling capacity. We expect that the transits and the transship would be helping us in dealing with that. Plus, of course, our own economy, which hopefully in years to come should grow. So we expect a very strong, I would say, hinterland opportunity in terms of shipping. Then port infrastructure hasn't done well, and if you see our port connectivity is not that great. I wish the planning minister would have been here to just tell him that, one of the reasons why we haven't done it very well in terms of port efficiencies is our port connectivity. So while in the CDWPs and the ACNECs, you have a lot of road infrastructure fundings. It's not come down south, and it's not come down south to our ports. So if you see the Karachi ports, it's perhaps one of the worst port connectivity around. Even the Port Qasim as well. So I wish he was here, but I'm going to take this to the planning ministry to have the ports connected well so that we could reap more benefits, more port connectivity, more nearshoring, more industries coming along your coast will make us more competitive. And as the Honorable Minister had said that we missed the bus on export-led growth. One of the reasons is because we are not nearshored enough, because we are still taxing imports for our revenues. 52% of our taxes come from imports. So if you tax your imports, you tax your exports. So a lot of things have to be, I would say, realigned. We need to look at the bigger picture, bigger potential which Pakistan gives us, irrespective whether we're in uniform, we are in CVs, our commitment has to be to the country. This country has given us so much, but it's now time for us to hone our mind and actually work for the benefit of this great country, which has great potential. I wish if it was somewhere not smack in the middle of earth, I could have said, all right. If we would not have had these great weather systems, I would have said, all right, we're not there. If we didn't have this much of population, a great market, then again, there's everything going for us except ourselves. So I must really emphasize this. It has to be a national effort, and really we really want to take it forward. And lastly, it's been just a month from in the MoMA, but thanks to Rahat, she brought this draft study. We have now started in an earnest way in the Ministry of Maritime Affairs. We have made a broad-based consultative steering committee. Now, usually people have a few skeptic way of if you have your committee means maybe doing nothing. I understand that, because mostly don't do much. But that's the way to govern also. You need to have committees, you need to have people coming in the committees discussing. But I can assure you from my part and my colleagues from the Maritime Ministry and my good friends being the Chief Secretary Sindh and Barstan, this time we might be able to clinch a few things for Pakistan. I really think that this is the time opportune, and let's not squander it again. I again thank you, thank the Pakistan Navy and all of you great audience who are here to listen to me. And from my part, from Ministry of Maritime Affairs, just feel very easy. My doors are open. Please come. Let's discuss. These are the days of great ideas. Let's not squander more time, and let's build Pakistan up. Thank you very much once again.